Hello, happy Monday. You can trust that day. What's going on there, folks? Happy Boxing Day, right? I guess that's where we're at. No, I hope you've been enjoying the holidays, however you celebrate it. Hopefully some time with family, friends. It's so much going on, right? You know, like still lots to do even over the Christmas holidays, and busy, lots of parties and stuff out there. But I hope you're being safe out there, you know. Drink responsibly, I guess, is the message, right? So get a ride, take an Uber. There's absolutely no reason anymore at all, right? Like tap something on your phone and they show up at your door. So hope you're being safe out there. I scroll around and I see already lots of things getting ready for 2023. Like as far as I see, like things at Rooster Music Hall and ups and downs. Like they're already promoting into February some events and some events into March already. So it's isn't it nice to be back out enjoying? Do we appreciate it a little more than we did before? Maybe. I know I do. I definitely do. Take things for granted when we don't mean to, right? But so slow down, take a look around, and enjoy what we have here in the beautiful Sarnia-Lambton, Lambton County, however you refer to it. Some people go Sarnia-Lambton, Lambton County. I don't know what they're the same to me. I live in Sarnia, so I tend to say Sarnia, but Lambton County has so much around us to share. If you haven't seen it yet, by the way, it was posted early last week. The Celebration of Lights had their awards banquet out at Big Fish, and I was there. We were going to live stream it, but I was having a little trouble with an internet connection, so we recorded the awards ceremony. So all the winners have been announced, volunteers recognized, and so many businesses. I think there was something like 99 sponsors of this event from all different levels, from small businesses to large corporations. So I was actually intrigued to be there because I know a lot of work goes into things, especially something like that, but I had no idea just how much is really involved. And it's all a committee that raises the funds to put it together. It's not like the city of Sarnia does certainly help, but it's all the volunteers and the businesses that come together that really help pull it off. But so between the city and the Celebration of Lights and all the volunteers and everything, it's really a beautiful event. People come from all over to see the Celebration of Lights. So get out and enjoy that. If you haven't been down there, go for a walk. They got the light tunnel thing down there. And also on the Sarnia Celebration of Lights Facebook page, we did a walkthrough a couple of weeks ago, actually. We did a live stream walkthrough where Dean Holtz and John Charest describe each lighting segment and what they're about. And a lot of them have backstory to them as well. So take the time, visit them on Facebook, and take the time to go for a walk and, park the car and enjoy the parks down there in the Celebration of Lights. And thanks to everybody involved with the Celebration of Lights for making this happen for so many years now. I remember a long time ago. I won't say how long, but it was a while ago. I remember when it all got started, and inspirational stories told about how it got started or what inspired it to get started. But I'm not going to tell you. You can go watch it on the video there. All right, I'm going to jump right in here because, well, it's the holidays, so I want to get right to the point, and I want to get out and enjoy some more of the holidays as well. But being friendly, well, we've heard that word, but what is age-friendly? You've heard me talk about age-friendly Sarnia-Lambton often here on the show and just mention it. But they've got a new website. It's been a website relaunch, I should say, and it's really a portal for whatever you're looking for, whatever for services. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you all about it. That's why I've got my guest here. Julie Harries is here. She's a part of Age Friendly Sarnia-Lambton and been a part of helping making it work. And she's here to tell the story of Age Friendly Sarnia-Lambton. Take a look. Well, you've heard me talk about it, pardon me, and mentioned several times on the show about Age Friendly Sarnia-Lambton. And we keep sharing their information out there. But today we've got somebody here that can really explain exactly what it is and a relaunch of something new. So Julie Harries, thanks so much for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Just tell everybody kind of like who you are and how you're involved with Age Friendly.
Yeah, so I am a health promoter at Lambton Public Health, and I've been involved in Age Friendly for just over 2 years now. We started working on it, or I joined the team that was working on it while we were doing the Older Adult Care Pathway Project, which was the grant project in 2019 and 2020.
Awesome. Now, I got to say, so my connection to Age Friendly, I was on a couple of the committees there, and just checking out the notes is something interesting. I think when we say Age Friendly, it used to mean 55 plus, right? But that's changed, has it not?
Yeah, so we used to focus heavily on individuals who are 55 plus. We still, at that time, had stuff for all ages, but we have now expanded the focus to include all the way from birth. So now when you think of age friendly, you can think of the active process of aging from the time that you're born until end of life care.
Right. So everybody's included now, I guess is the best way to describe it. Now that it's changed a lot. I know the website was just relaunched back in November 17th, I think, right? And this is kind of a little bit of what the main page looks like.
Yeah, so we've expanded those categories on the main page, and we've added a lot more information. There's a few more buttons that you'll find on there. So things like help at home, family and caregiver supports. We've changed things around so the categories are a few different names. Indigenous supports, 24/7 supports are new as well. So there's lots of different things that you can find on the site now when you go and explore.
So it's really like a portal, I guess you'd call it. And if I'm looking for something, because a lot of times, we don't know what we're looking for until something happens to us, I guess, right? So we don't think about these things. So is that kind of what agefriendlysarnialambton.ca is all about, is just saying, just go here when you're not sure what you need?
Definitely. You summed it up really, really well. So it's a one-stop shop that you can go to find supports and services that are local to the community. So if all of a sudden something happens, you find yourself in the hospital, or maybe you're new to the area, don't know where to go for services and supports, this is one place that you can go, explore, see what's there, and get connected to different supports and services in the community.
Right. Now, let's go a little deeper. I know there's some other things we want to share that's new on the website. We'll come back to that. But let's go a little deeper into age friendly. Like, this isn't just something that, a bunch of people got together and said, let's make Sarnia age friendly. This is something that's all over, and it ties into the World Health Organization somehow.
Yeah. So the World Health Organization started this project to make communities more accessible for all. And so when you think of age friendly, there's 8 different pillars for age friendly. And so to be in there, you have to have stuff for community and health services, communication and information. There's stuff about civic participation and employment, respect and social inclusion, outdoor spaces, housing, transportation, and social participation. So many different aspects that make the community a very welcoming place and accessible for all.
Now, and it's we've learned from other communities age friendly, like that are kind of around us. Like, I think London is age friendly, Chatham. I'm not sure about Windsor, but was there kind of I don't know if it's collaboration, but kind of learning from those other communities on how to do it here for Sarnia-Lambton?
So I believe that Sarnia-Lambton was one of the first ones in the area, and we definitely do collaborate between all of the different communities, sharing information and working on project ideas. And between all of us, we're able to make our communities more inclusive because of that knowledge sharing between them.
Yeah. One thing I noticed was surfing around the website there. I spent a couple hours yesterday actually because I was really intrigued by the update, and it's pun intended. It's really friendly. It's a friendly website. Like it's not everybody's tech savvy. Not everybody understands how to get around on these pages and websites. Was that something that was important to the new design?
It was very important. We talked to community members. We talked to different individuals in health services and community services. We wanted to know what would work best. And then we trialed it with different individuals in the community to make sure that it was something that they were easily able to navigate, that the colors, the images, the buttons all made sense. So that if you weren't too tech savvy, you could still kind of get through things and find what you needed. Or if you don't have access to the internet, then someone else can help you navigate that and then provide you with those resources.
Yeah, well, you kind of brought me to my next part, the community navigator that's a part of the website. Talk about that.
Yeah, so the Community Navigator is an amazing new service on the website. So you can go from almost any page. There's a button that says, can't find what you're looking for, speak with the Community Navigator. So you click on that button and it'll take you to the phone number and explanation of what a Community Navigator is. So Community Navigators help you find resources. So you can give them a call, talk to them, let them know your story, what you're looking for, and they actively listen to you. They're very caring and compassionate individuals, and then they'll help you find supports that best fit the situation. So the number for that's 519-336-3000.
And obviously, I mean, they're specifically trained to, like you. I like that you put that compassionate in there. They're not just somebody who is hired to do a job, so to speak. This is a big part of them. But to be clear, though, this is not an emergency service. This is something like we still have 911 for that. This is just to help you get around and figure. Why was this so important? Why not just go with just the website?
Well, we do find that when people are having trouble finding resources, sometimes you're looking for so many things at the same time. So this is one way to simplify it. When you're in a stressful situation, you might just need to talk to someone because you find like you're calling so many places. It just simplifies the process when you can speak to an individual and they can help you navigate through the situation. Sometimes you feel like you've already gone to all the different resources and you might be looking at out-of-date stuff too. So this definitely helps get the most recent and relevant information. Well,
you keep leading into my next question. You're reading my mind. The information is updated regularly, or because this is a huge database. Like, how is that handled?
Yes, it is definitely a huge database. So the information behind the buttons is pulled from the Healthline. So that is a resource that's throughout all of Ontario, but this one is very specific to Sarnia-Lambton. So all of the information on there is updated at least once a year, and then we encourage all providers to update the information as things change. So you can have hours change or a new program added. And at that point in time, we ask them all to go in there and update it on an ongoing basis.
This is a huge job for many people, right? But it's getting more. I mean, one of the reasons we're having you here, we want to keep sharing more about this. Is it getting used?
Yes. So Age Friendly is used by lots of people. So Age Friendly Sarnia-Lambton.ca has over 2,000 users a month. And since the launch, that has increased. So in November alone, we had over 3,000 users access the site.
Well, that's great. So it's becoming worthwhile, but there's still so many people that don't know about it and have it that probably could use this, right? Like how did this, what made this so important to make sure this even exists in Sarnia?
Yeah, so we definitely knew that people needed help finding resources because Lambton is so spread out. You can be in one area of the county and need services, and this helps you to locate them. There's maps and everything involved too, like you can find exactly where you're going in the county. And then when you're looking at this resource too, it has everything in one place. So we did some studies with Lambton College, the older adult care pathway research, and in that we found that people don't go looking for information most of the time, like in general, until they're in crisis.
Yeah.
And at that point, sometimes it's too late to get all of the information that you need. And then we also found that people didn't know where to go for that information. So if we can direct them to this directory, it's a great way to simplify the process, especially for healthcare providers and other community resources. So you can do that warm handoff between them and let them know, oh, here's where you can get those resources, instead of calling around and saying, oh, no, we don't do that, right? So
yeah, right. Well, and I like how you mentioned the healthcare providers are a big part of this. They're often like the connector to somebody that might be using these services as well, right? So has there been, are the healthcare providers getting told about age-friendly Sarnia-Lambton?
Yes, definitely. So that is our next approach for promotion. So we are connecting with healthcare providers, with the Sarnia-Lambton OHT. So they have 35 partners throughout the county in the medical field. And then also through Lambton Public Health, we're putting out lots of different information to healthcare providers as well to try and connect them and educate them on what age-friendly Sarnia-Lambton has and how it can help their patients and their clients.
So it's being well received as well. Then that's great to hear. And also, like you've got like 24/7 support on this website.
Yeah. So one of the buttons that we have on there is 24/7 support. So from there, you can go, and it's categorized into some different areas so that you can find exactly what you're looking for. And then you can get connected to different support lines that a few of them are Lambton specific, and then some of them are more provincial lines, but you can talk to someone 24/7. So if you're not able to go on within the hours where you can talk to a community navigator, so they're on from 9 till 11, but if you're outside of those hours or you have a more specific question, you can connect to those. So each of the different categories has several numbers under them to call.
Yeah. You can see I'm sharing the website here right now, just kind of a quick view there. And now I come down here and I see Ontario and Sarnia-Lambton Ontario Health Team. What's that and what's the connection there?
Yeah, so we've had many grants that have come through Ontario in order to do this work for Age Friendly. There's been several different projects that we've been able to do through funding from the government. And then also the last one to do all of the changes on the website, we had the funding through the Sarnia-Lambton OHT. It was a great partnership in order to do this work and to make it a better website for all to use.
Well, I think it's fantastic to see this updated and so friendly, and just everything seems to be working right. Beyond this now, like what's next with Age Friendly Sarnia-Lambton?
Yeah, so we've started working on some more projects. We're working to get some more grant funding so we can move things forward. We're hoping to
gotta have the money, right?
Oh yes, we're gonna do that first. So, and then one of the things we know, there's lots of individuals in the area that don't necessarily speak English. So that might be one of the next steps, is to make sure it's accessible for all in different languages. And then being able to send referrals directly through the site. So if you're in with your healthcare provider, if it can connect to their EMR, it's a click of a button to be able to get connected with something in the community.
Yeah. So accessibility, I don't always think of language as an accessibility thing, but I guess it would be, right? And one of the things I noticed too is the size of the buttons. Was that done on purpose too for old guys like me who need to wear the glasses?
It was definitely done on purpose. We want to make sure that when people go to the website that they're seeing things in like a larger size. You can change different items on there too. Like you could zoom in order to get the font size bigger, the contrast, all of that stuff was definitely thought out when we were planning the website.
Friendly as friendly can be, right? So it's all in the name there. And well, thanks so much for your efforts in there. And I would give a shout out to our mutual friend Amy Weiler. I know she couldn't be here today, but I know she's worked very, very hard on this project for quite some time now. So kudos to her. Thanks so much for being here, Julie. Before I let you go, I always ask my guests, is there anything else that we left out you want to share?
Well, I just want to say that this has been a huge community effort. Age-friendly Sarnia-Lambton was something that started with the city of Sarnia, Lambton Public Health, and it has grown. We have so many different organizations throughout the community that are involved in this project. For this one specifically, we had Lambton Elderly Outreach. The Family Counseling Center is able to provide supports for the phone line. So it's just a huge project, and we're so happy to be able to work on this together and keep the ball rolling and help the community.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to all involved folks. There it is, agefriendly Sarnia-Lambton.ca. Go there, just surf around and see all the great things that are there. Julie, thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Julie, thanks so much for joining me here and sharing all that great information about age-friendly Sarnia-Lambton.ca. There it is. Go on there right now and just see all the great things that are available there, the services. You heard everything that's available there, or just dial the number and ask for some help if you're looking for services. And tell people about age-friendly Sarnia-Lambton.ca. Again, to Julie. And again, a shout out to my friend Amy Weiler, who's a big part of making all this court. She's a coordinator for Age-Friendly Sarnia-Lambton. So thanks to her and everybody who's collaborating to make this work. Now, here's what you can do, folks. Click the like button, click the love button, absolutely. But share the message. Click the share button. It's the most important button that you can click, and share the message of my guests. That's why I have them here, so that we have a way to reach out to people and share the important messages that are happening here in Sarnia-Lambton. Thanks again, Julie, for joining me. And thanks, as always, to all of you. Continue to watch, and I do appreciate that as well. And, of course, thank you so much to my sponsors. We'll scroll them at the end there. But you're going to see some new things coming. 2023, we'll be back here. That's the next time you're going to see me here, 2023. So I guess we'll see you next year. But for now, that's all the time I got for you today. Have a great week and an even better weekend. And I will see you next year right here on the show. Bye for now.